Welcome to your 28 Days of Pilates challenge. If you haven't already met, I'm Julie. I am so thrilled and delighted that you're here, that you signed up to take this challenge with so many other people. Whatever your reasons are for joining, I congratulate you for being here. You're taking action on your health, which can only ever be a good thing. And hopefully with this challenge, you'll see how easy it is to actually take that action in a really simple way. All of the videos in our challenge are 10 minutes or thereabouts, and I just hope you enjoy it and you just see how you can look after yourself in a really healthy way in a really, really short space of time. It's not always about taking big action. Sometimes the smaller bursts are what allow us to get on our mat and to make strides in our health and well-being in really, really consistent and easy ways that are really sustainable and that will help us in the long run. Right, we're going to start on our backs. Day one, we're on to our core workout. Come to your mat if you're not already there. So we're just going to come into relaxation position. So you're going to bring your heels in line with your sit bones. You're going to think about the back of the pelvis, your rib cage, the back of your head, nice and connected down to the mat. Think about the full rib cage. Try and release all of your ribs down towards the floor. Take your time with it. There's no rush. Gravity will also give you a little help here as well. Then you're just going to lengthen your arms down by your side. Make sure that chin's kind of roughly in line with your breastbone. And then we're just going to turn our attention to a little bit of breathing, just so we can get into that out breath and that sense of connecting to our center. So you're going to take a breath in. So try and breathe into your rib cage here. So allow the ribs to expand on the mat, and then as you exhale, try and think of your abdominals drawing down towards your spine, and the ribs are just kind of gently drawing back in towards one another. Same again, breath into the ribs, like the ribs are yawning apart. And then as you exhale, think of centering. So this idea that we draw our abdominals down and they wrap around. So this is our corset muscle that we talk all about in Pilates. We're just activating it a little bit by connecting to our breath, breathing in nice and full and wide, the sides and the backs of those ribs. And then as you breathe out, thinking of drawing down to create that little corset of support that's going to help us with all of our moves in this little workout today. So from here, on your next out breath, you're just going to open your knee out towards the side. So you can go left or right, doesn't matter. You're going to roll onto the edge of the foot. You're going to think about those hip bones staying nice and level. So think of them pointing up towards the ceiling the whole time. Other knee just stays in line with your hip. And then you're going to open out to the other side. So breathing in to prepare, and then moving on your exhale. So you're moving and centering at the same time. And you're looking to get as much range in this movement as you can. So try and keep those hip bones level. Try and let that knee open as much as you can without dragging the whole spine with you. You're using that out breath and that sense of centering to stabilize your spine. And think of this leg as the only thing that's really moving. Good. We're just going to do 2 more each side. So breathing out. Relax those shoulders. So remember, ribs to the mat, pelvis and head nicely connected. Collarbones are nice and open towards the sky. So just nice and relaxed. You can always pop your hands on your hips. You just want to check in with what's happening there as well. Remember, you don't have to be kind of rigid on the mat. And then from there, we're going to come into double knee fold. So pop your fingers on your hips, relax your shoulders open. You're going to stack one knee over your hip. And then as you breathe out, center, reach that leg away, nice long leg. So knee in line with knee, draw it back in, bring the sole of the foot down, other side, draw the leg in, reach the leg away, restack, and then return the sole of the foot to your mat. So another couple here, we're really trying to open that hip, lengthen that leg out, our legs staying in line with our hip the whole time. And again, those hip bones nice and level. So we're using that exhale, that centering, that sense of the abdominals wrapping, giving us that little corset of support. Reaching here, drawing that leg in. Last one here. Exhale, breathe the leg back in, and then return to the sole of the foot. Don't worry if you can't get the breathing, it all comes with a little bit of practice. Just don't forget to breathe. Bring your legs together. We're going to come into little hip rolls here. So again, pelvis nice and level. Keep thinking about those ribs soft on the mat. Head connected. Take your arms just out underneath your shoulders. Turn your palms up. Little breath in. As you exhale, you're going to think about your abdominals wrapping, and then you're going to come into a little bit of rotation through your trunk. So it's your trunk rotators, the muscles in your abdominals, oblique muscles here that are helping you just rotate that mid back Exhale, center. So shoulders are staying down on the mat. You're kind of rotating through the trunk here. Try and keep the knees nice and level. So as you exhale, the top foot rolls as you rotate. So knees are level, shoulders are open. So you're really just lifting your pelvis, a little bit of your low back down to the base of the ribs. It's nothing more than that. And you're thinking of that really strong connection to your tummy to keep the legs supported and keep the spine nice and supported as you rotate. Last one here. Breathe, big breath out. And drawing the legs all the way back in. Good. From there, we're going to come back to parallel with the legs. So disconnect the legs. Bring your hands into your head. Just lift your head up. Widen your elbows. And again, you can always check in that you still feel nice and connected. Pelvis is nice and level. Ribs are drawing down. We're going to come into a nice little set of easy curl ups. So elbows in your side vision, nice and wide through the chest. So imagine the elbows are reaching away from one another. You're going to lift your head, drop your chin to your chest, and then you're going to roll all the way through your spine. And then you're going to roll all the way down. So as you come up, just check that your hip bones look nice and level. You're trying to stay as neutral as you can. We'll all be at different levels. It's not about being perfect. So just work to your level. Just notice what's going on in your body. And then you can give yourself a little benchmark and you can kind of work towards making any adjustments that you need to make for you as you work through the next 28 days. So here we're looking to breathe out as we curl up, drop that chin to the chest, fold around your rib cage, and see if you can get as much movement into each part of your spine as you can. So I often like to think about a wheel on my spine here, and it's just wheeling me nice and smooth through the center of my mat. I take a breath at the top, and then as I exhale, I draw that belly button down towards my spine, and I just return the head, the spine, the head, the neck and the head. Breathing out. So little smooth wheel. And then releasing down. We're going to mix it up a little bit here. So we're going to come all the way back into our curl up. We're going to challenge our core here, guys. So hold the curl up. You're going to lift one hand, lengthen it, down towards the side of your hips. At this point, really reach through your fingertips. Hold that curl up, reach, reach, reach. So here you should still be reaching your arm and bring it all the way back overhead. Switch to your other side. So if you do Pilates, you'll kind of recognize this move as a little bit of a prep for the 100. Could be a little clue, just saying, as to what could be coming next. So again, reach through the fingertips, support yourself through that core. Keep supporting yourself, strong connection to that tummy. Other arm reaches down, reach through your fingers to keep that sense of curling up through the abdominals. We're going to do one more big breath in here. Exhale, so center, chin to chest, wheel through your spine, hold that curl up, really strong. You're doing it. I see you, I'm so proud. We've got this. And we're reaching through those fingers, bringing the head and the spine all the way back down. So good. We are going to come into the 100. So if you're new to Pilates and you've never done this before, keep your feet down. If you're up for a little bit of challenge and you want to work your core a little bit, then you're going to come into a double knee fold. Stack one knee over your hip, breathe out, support yourself, stack your other knee, connect your inner thighs, and then you're going to take a big breath in. As you exhale, that same move. We're going to chin to chest. We're going to curl up. This time, both arms to the sides of the hips. Our calves, are parallel to the mat. You could be here. If you've got your feet in the mat and you're a complete beginner, do that. And then when you're ready, breathing out, we've got this little pumping of the arms. So try and find a little breath pattern that works for you. We always say, try so hard not to hold your breath in the 100. It's really, really challenging, but so good to build that core strength really, really quickly. So breathing in, reach through the fingers to keep curling up through the abs. Keep the head and neck out of it. If it becomes too much in the head and the neck, then you can just take them all the way back down. Keep working with the feet and the arms. You can take the feet down, as you know, at any point too. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. We're going to disconnect the knees. So the knees are now floating. We've rotated the hips. Bring your hands to the outside edges of your thighs. Curl up a little bit more. Use your hands here behind the thighs if you need to. Single leg stretch. One leg forward, one leg back. Breathing. So draw one knee in, reach one knee away. Modification, take your head and neck down. If you're new, go for it here. 3, 2, we're so good, we're nearly there. Guys, last set. Bring the legs in. Keep in that turnout. The knees are still floating over the hips, double leg stretch. Both legs forward, circle the arms, draw the legs back in. And reach. And reach. Again, if you're new and this seems too much, take the head down. Just work with the limbs. Take the legs more up towards the ceiling. Work to your level. It's all good. 3, 2, last one. So good. Oh, hug the knees in. Release your low back to the mat. That was an energetic little set finish there. But the good news is we are finished. That's day 1, smashed already. Good, from there, bring the soles of the feet down. You can roll over onto your side, press yourself up, and you genuinely are done for your first day in your 28 Days of Pilates challenge. Well done. Go and get a pen, tick off today, and congratulate yourself for doing something really, really good for your health. I'll see you back on your mat tomorrow. Bye.